Hi everybody, I hope you're all having an awesome day. I'm back with part 2 of my current series, the Curious Enigma of Tanais on Mars. We're continuing with the analysis of this high-rise photograph called Dune Monitoring. And as always, you'll find links to the original source material in the video description below. Acquired on the 22nd of September 2019 at 30.3 centimeters per pixel with 1:1 binning. So this is ultra high def from the high rise, and the anomalies I'm showing you are cropped from the JP2 black and white map projected file. There's a crop from the low res JPEG, and the anomalies that we're looking at were found littered throughout this region, some of them on top of the dunes. Located in this region in the northern hemisphere of Mars, Tanais, and at the time of this video, the high-rise photograph we're analyzing had not been loaded to Google Earth Mars yet. So, top artifacts thus far in this series, we've got this strange triangular base with a little pyramidal structure in its center. Then that disk of about 12 meters in diameter with a strange protrusion in its center. Megalithic blocks or slabs, monoliths even, 10 by 12 meters this one, and in front of it a multiple-sided object that looks like a partial hexagonal shape or design to it. And then enclosed is what looks like a cube and a strange little circular feature with this pipe on it. It looks almost like a bent pipe. Here we go. First anomaly of part 2. We've got this square object. It's about 8 by 8 meters, and it's got straight edges to it, very smooth, flat, bright surface, and 90-degree angles. And we're looking at strange objects here to the left, and in particular these two over here. And check this out. This object over here reminds me of a similar object I found in part 1 of this current series. We've got this strange protrusion in the center on both, and then a circular design to it. Very weird. I wonder if this is some type of fossil. Then we're looking up close at that arrangement of 3 little triangles, and that's about 12 meters wide. This block next to it seems to have slots cut into its side, and it reminds me of more arrangement of 3 objects next to one another. This is from Ancient Wreckage and Structures East of Ready on Mars Part 2. Get the symmetry and geometry going on there. Another 3 parts aligned in a row over here from part 1 of this current series. So, very common design feature on Mars as well. Next anomaly, also this little cube. This is about 6 by 6 meters, and it seems to be held in place by 2 similar parts on either side. Check that out. We've got very smooth, bright, square object, straight edges, right angles to it. Looks even slightly bent. Maybe it's some type of metal plate. And then these 2 supporting structures on either side. Very symmetrical, and there's some geometry going on here too. Very unusual to see that type of arrangement occurring naturally. There's that square object we featured at the beginning. Look at the similarity, and then the enclosure type design also shown over there. Looking at a multiple-sided object again, very bright. This piece is about 10 meters wide, and a smooth, flat surface to it, some circular designs on it. We've got two dome-like features there, got straight edges to it coming up to a point over there, very similar to some others. Here's another one that's got 1, 2, 3, 4 sides that are visible over there, and each side is about 10 meters long. Check that out. Straight edges, some symmetry and geometry over there as well. Here's some similar designs. This is from our video and blog post called Structures and Debris in Dune Field west of Hellespontus Montes. So symmetry and geometry to that piece. And then this is from part 2, the Sidonian Neolithic artists and builders of Mars. Some more symmetry and geometry going on there, guys and girls. This is from part 1, the discs and ruins of Pyramus Fossae on Mars. Alright, here's another rectangular object that's about 12 meters long and also looks metallic in nature. A slight curvature to it, straight edges, right angles going on there again. Another piece similar to it. This is about 10 by 10 meters, and also again smooth flat surface, straight edges. Got two similar angles on either side there, but there's some like an S shape to it on the visible side. Check out this piece. Looks like a little spherical feature there to it. It's about 2 to 3 meters wide, and up close can't quite make out what's going on there. There's 3 smaller parts on top, and that appears to be like a dome-like design. Straight edges, right angle there again. Another rectangular piece. This is about 12 by 10 meters, and again we've got straight edges and right angles going on here. Looks almost as if it's another one of these partial hexagonal designs. This angle here, about 30 degrees. Check out this, another square item over there to the right, which measures about 10 by 10 meters. Straight edges again, right angle over there, and in each corner we've got those 2 similar dark spots. Over here, I don't know, that looks like a little donut design with a hole in it. Alright, then we're checking out this arrangement of parts. That's about 10 meters wide, and consisting of 2 separate parts by the looks of it. That rounded piece there, and another rounded piece here to the bottom. And then, as usual, we've always got like a protrusion close to the separating line between the 2 larger pieces. And that's a piece from part 1 of this current series. Also 2 parts to it. Protrusion in the center, very similar to that circular feature that I displayed in my previous video from Egypt. Very similar to that object. And then it also reminds me of the strange wreckage, if I could call it wreckage, from my video and blog post, the ancient Hellespontus wreckage of Mars. And it reminds me of this Quimbaya jet jewelry that they found in South America. So is this some type of wreckage or debris? We're looking at more smaller blocks on larger bases. Check that out there. This long piece is about, let's see, 15 meters long. And this piece over here, that measures about 6 meters long. You can see 2 blocks on this larger rectangular base structure constant thickness to it as well. And there's some similar ones. This was from the ruins of Protonillus on Mars. Larger base with a smaller block on it. Here as well, more blocks in Elysium Planitia, east of Insight Lander on Mars. And then these blocks over here from the huge megalithic blocks of Elysium Planitia on Mars, part 2. It's almost like a pillar or column with this triangular part carved out of the one edge. In that round circular object there looks almost like a piece of pipe or part of a cylinder. Take out this block. And what's nice about this is that these are still next to one another. More arrangement of smaller parts on top of larger base structures. This is about 15 meters wide. And we've got 1, 2, 3 layers to it. This larger piece there looks like a hole over there, that circular opening there. And then 2 dark spots in the center of this brighter piece on top of this structure. Something strange going on here as well. On the right hand side of this top piece, looks like a little supporting brace between this piece and that piece over there. I wonder if that's some type of wreckage or structure. That's it, guys and girls, part 2 of my current series. I hope you found it informative and interesting. Thanks again for watching, and for everyone that comments and provides their analysis in the chat below. I look forward to reading your latest, so do let me know what you think of these. I look forward to reading those. Thanks again for watching, folks. I'll be back in the next video. Until then, bye bye for now.